10 strange things about Muslim women you hardly know before. Muslim women have long been at the heart of many fascinating discussions and cultural mysteries. Despite living in a globalized world, there are aspects of their lives and traditions that remain veiled, often by misunderstanding, stereotypes, or societal reluctance to talk about them. Today, we peel back the curtain and explore some of the most intriguing and rare facts about Muslim women. Truths that even they might not openly share. From secretive beauty rituals to surprising rights granted centuries ago. Prepare to dive into a world you never knew existed. 1. The surprising origins of the hijab. Most people assume the hijab, a headscarf worn by many Muslim women, is solely a religious mandate. However, did you know that its origins predate Islam? Ancient civilizations such as Assyrians and Greeks required women of status to veil as a marker of respect and modesty. When Islam emerged, it redefined the veil's purpose, turning it into a spiritual practice rather than just a cultural one. Even more surprising, many Muslim women wear the hijab by choice, despite living in countries where it isn't legally required. For them, it's a deeply personal statement of identity and faith. But the reasons behind this choice are rarely discussed openly. 2. They had property rights long before Western women did. Centuries before Western women fought for property rights, Muslim women were already enjoying them. Islamic law granted women the right to own, inherit, and manage property independently as early as the 7th century. What's rarely talked about is the extent of this financial autonomy. Muslim women can choose not to share their income with their husbands, a practice that often shocks those unfamiliar with Islamic marital laws. These financial rights are one of Islam's most progressive but least acknowledged features. 3. They have secret beauty rituals. The world of Muslim women's beauty is cloaked in mystery and tradition. For example, the use of kohl, eyeliner, is not just a makeup choice. It dates back to the Prophet Muhammad's time and is believed to have spiritual and medicinal benefits. Additionally, many Muslim women practice halawa, a sugar waxing technique, and hammam, a traditional Moroccan bathhouse routine, which keep their skin glowing and smooth. These age-old practices are passed down through generations but are often hidden from public view due to their intimate nature. 4. Some use henna for more than decoration. Henna is often associated with weddings or festivals, but Muslim women also use it for medicinal and spiritual purposes. In certain traditions, henna is applied during times of illness to promote healing, and some women believe it wards off the evil eye. Interestingly, many women won't discuss these deeper meanings openly, as they're considered private or even superstitious. The elaborate patterns you see are often more than just art. They can carry prayers or blessings. 5. Marriage contracts include hidden clauses. Muslim marriage contracts, or nikah, aren't just romantic vows. They're legally binding documents that can include fascinating conditions. Women can stipulate their terms, such as pursuing education, working after marriage, or even traveling independently. What's even stranger is that in some cultures, women can demand a specific mahr, a gift from the groom, which can range from gold to land to even a trip to Mecca. These clauses remain one of the most under-discussed aspects of Muslim women's empowerment. 6. They've been leaders and warriors. Many don't know that Muslim history is filled with remarkable women who were leaders and warriors. Khadija bint Khuwaylid, the Prophet Muhammad's first wife, was a successful businesswoman. Aisha bint Abu Bakr, another of his wives, played a significant role in politics and education. In more modern times, women like Fatima al-Fihri established universities, and others have taken up arms to fight for their rights. These stories are often buried beneath the surface but showcase an unshakable strength. 7. Polygamy is rarely what it seems. One of the most controversial aspects of Islamic marriage is polygamy. But the reality is often far different from the stereotype. Polygamy is permissible but highly regulated in Islam. For example, a man must treat all his wives equally in every aspect, from financial support to emotional care, a near impossible task. As a result, many Muslim women are in monogamous relationships and view polygamy as an outdated practice. However, discussions around this are usually kept private to avoid societal judgment. 8. Divorce rights are surprisingly progressive. Muslim women can initiate divorce, a fact that's often overshadowed by misconceptions about Islamic marital laws. This process, known as khula, allows a woman to request a divorce in court. In some cases, women can stipulate a clause in their marriage contract granting them the right to divorce without needing court approval. Despite this, divorce remains a taboo topic in many cultures, and women who exercise these rights rarely speak about it openly. 9. Secret women-only gatherings. In many Muslim communities, women host private gatherings that are off-limits to men. These events are spaces where women can relax, socialize, and celebrate without adhering to the modesty required in mixed-gender settings. From luxurious fashion shows to dance parties, these gatherings often showcase a side of Muslim women's lives that the outside world rarely sees. While some might perceive these as overly restrictive, many women cherish these spaces as opportunities for self-expression. 10. The veil of misconception. Finally, the strangest thing Muslim women don't want you to know is how often they're misunderstood. Many don't mind answering questions about their faith or lifestyle but feel that assumptions often overshadow the truth. For instance, some people assume all Muslim women are oppressed or forced into religious practices, which couldn't be further from the truth for the vast majority. This gap in understanding creates a veil of misconceptions that both frustrates and motivates these women to tell their stories. Muslim women across the globe are incredibly diverse, reflecting the wide range of cultures, traditions, and environments they inhabit. From physical appearances to societal roles, family dynamics, and economic independence, there are countless intriguing aspects about their lives. Here's a deeper dive into some of the secrets about Muslim women, including where they are perceived as tall, beautiful, liberal, or conservative, and their unique lifestyles. Physical attributes, beauty and body types. The physical features of Muslim women vary significantly depending on their cultural and regional backgrounds. For example, tall and elegant women from Central Asia, particularly in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Turkey, are often noted for their tall stature, fair skin, and sharp features. Their beauty is influenced by the blend of European and Asian ethnicities, busty and curvaceous. In regions like Morocco, Lebanon, and parts of the Middle East, women are often celebrated for their voluptuous figures and striking beauty, which often includes large almond-shaped eyes and olive-toned skin. Slender and graceful. In Southeast Asia, including countries like Malaysia and Indonesia, Muslim women tend to have slender physiques and delicate features. Unique beauties. Somali and Sudanese women are known for their tall, statuesque frames and ebony-toned skin, which makes them stand out as striking beauties in Africa. In terms of societal perceptions, beauty standards vary widely. What's admired in one culture might be overlooked in another. For instance, women from Iran are often praised for their sophisticated, European-like beauty, while women from Yemen are known for their earthy and natural charm. Conservative versus liberal. Muslim women's lifestyles also differ greatly depending on the country. Conservative countries. Nations like Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, and Iran are often associated with strict adherence to Islamic laws, where women may have less visibility in public life. However, even within these societies, There are progressive movements pushing for change. Liberal countries. Muslim women in Turkey, Tunisia, and Lebanon tend to embrace more liberal lifestyles, blending modernity with tradition. Many women in these nations work, dress in contemporary styles, and actively participate in politics and education. Interestingly, some countries like UAE and Qatar strike a balance, where women enjoy luxurious lives and high educational attainment while still adhering to Islamic traditions, relationships and marriage secrets. While extramarital relationships are taboo in Islam, societal openness to such behavior varies. Strict adherence. In countries like Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, societal norms strictly prohibit extramarital affairs, and violations can lead to severe punishment. More liberal attitudes. In places like Turkey, Egypt, and Morocco, societal norms are relatively more lenient, though extramarital affairs are still frowned upon. Economic status. Rich versus poor. Muslim women's wealth and economic independence differ by region. Wealthy women. Women in the Gulf states, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, often come from oil-rich families and lead opulent lives, often with access to the best education and healthcare. Poorer women. In countries like Bangladesh, Somalia, and Afghanistan, women often face economic hardships, with many relying on small-scale farming, crafts, or aid from NGOs for survival. Family size. Large versus small. Family size is a crucial aspect of Muslim culture, varying significantly by region. Larger families. Countries like Pakistan, Nigeria, and Sudan have high birth rates, with women often having 5 or more children due to cultural emphasis on large families. Smaller families. In wealthier nations like UAE, Turkey, and Lebanon, families tend to be smaller, with women focusing more on careers and personal development. Sources of income. Muslim women engage in diverse professions. Entrepreneurship. Many women in Turkey, Morocco, and Indonesia run small businesses, particularly in fashion, crafts, and cuisine. Corporate and government roles. In UAE and Qatar, women often hold leadership positions in companies and government agencies. Informal work. In poorer countries like Bangladesh and Yemen, women work as artisans, housemaids, or farm laborers to support their families. The secrets of Muslim women's lives reflect a blend of tradition and modernity. Their diversity showcases how much culture and geography shape their experiences, beauty, and lifestyles, offering a glimpse into a fascinating world of contrasts and complexity. Muslim women are far more complex and empowered than many realize. Their lives are shaped by a rich tapestry of faith, tradition, and individuality that's often hidden beneath stereotypes and misunderstandings. By uncovering these rare and untold facts, we gain a deeper appreciation for their strength, resilience, and the fascinating nuances of their lives. Let's continue the conversation and challenge the assumptions, because behind the veil, there's a world of wonder waiting to be discovered.